Leader of the Official Opposition.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. One of the biggest challenges of living in a society based on systemic racism, misogyny and homophobia is that the assumed superiority of the white male heterosexual is built into every fibre of our culture. It is in the air that we breathe, the history that we read, and every aspect of our daily lives. For someone like me who fits into that norm, it's often hard to see clearly what is so glaringly obvious to others. Privilege creates blind spots, and the greater the privilege, the larger the blind spots. In some ways, it's like driving on a crowded highway. When I learned to drive, I was trained to always check my blind spots. A driver can do an awful lot of damage if you're not aware of what is happening around you. Similarly, when moving through society, we must also be aware of our blind spots in our interactions with others. I must always be alert to what is happening around me and to what I may be missing. I must check over my shoulder regularly to see if people are being left behind. And most importantly, I must be willing to look in the mirror and face my own errors. The past 2 weeks of protests have resulted in a number of hard conversations about race, about violence, and the systems and tools that oppress so many in our society. But I am grateful for these conversations and the awareness that the Black Lives Matter movement is sparking about racism, not only towards black people, but the indigenous people of our country who have been systematically dispossessed and whom we have tried to assimilate, as well as many other minority groups who suffer solely because of the colour of their skin. This movement is telling me that change has been far too slow and society far too complacent, and it is asking all of us who truly care about equality and social justice to examine ourselves and the systems that we are part of and to step up our efforts. At times, these conversations have been difficult and heated. At times, I have been forced to look in the mirror and I've been tempted to turn away. But at times like this, I have also learned that I must bow my head and say, you know what? I don't always know and do the right thing, and I am sorry if anything I did caused you pain. And now that I know, I pledge to do better. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.